All right, everyone. So we're gonna go on and get started. I think we're missing about two more students, scholars and their parents, but again, like I said, I don't want to delay the time. Our meeting was set for 7:15. We didn't want to give sort of a grace period for anyone who you know, uh, joining in from work or what have you, right? But um, I'm super excited. I'm excited because this, we're about to embark on something that we as an organization will be doing for the very first time ourselves. Now, many of us on this call, many of us on the executive team have traveled individually or together, but never have we ever done it as an organization, and never have we ever done it where we've been offered the opportunity to be able to extend this invitation to our scholars. So this is a game changer for us. Now, when you all first heard of us, when you all learned of us, when you all met with us, we talked a lot about who we were, what we were, looking to achieve with our scholars, creating future change agents, right? That's part of our mission, and to empower our young scholars and to provide them with opportunities, whether it's, local or abroad. We want to be able to keep our word. And so this opportunity is the exact reason why we exist. And I'm super excited. I was just telling the team before you all joined on. I can't contain myself, and I'm feeling a little overwhelmed because it's a lot happening all at once. But let me tell you, I'm super, super duper excited about it. And so you all received the emails, you received the call from us, hence the reason why you're on the call tonight. But I want to formally first congratulate our scholars for being selected, right? You were selected among, I would say, about 60 plus scholars to participate in this first ever internship to Montego Bay, Jamaica. Let me tell you, let me give a round of applause. That is amazing. That super duper amazing. And we are super excited to be able to offer this opportunity. Many of you may or may not have traveled, from state to state, let alone country, to country, right? So this is an opportunity of a lifetime. I don't want to say this is a once in a lifetime thing, because this is not. This is a first in a lifetime opportunity, and with many more to come. So I just want to, I wanted to share this information with you all personally. My heart is so filled. This was one of the reasons why I, came up with the concept and the idea to start SOAR, over 10 years ago. And it's been a journey. It really has. But the past 3 years of this journey have been the most fulfilling. And, God has really blessed us. And so I just want you all to know, one, that I'm so super proud of you all, and the parents, to the parents, for your support, right? Some of you scholars have moved on. Most of you, all of you, actually, all of you are scholars that have already participated in the program. We currently have our cohort for our spring 2023 semester going on right now. We're in between the fundamentals and the advanced. We just wrapped up the fundamentals, and now we're on to the advanced with this. I tell you, like, every cohort, it's mind blowing to me how smart, intelligent, how bright and vibrant you all are. I mean, you guys are amazing, and this group that we have now, they are phenomenal. They really are. So we, and you're the reason why we do what we do, why we go so hard to create these opportunities for you. So thank you so much for allowing us, to pour into your kids, and then, for giving us the opportunity to be able to provide these types of opportunities for them. That being said, obviously we talked about the in the email, we talked about, or rather it was mentioned, the dates, right? So the internship would be from July the 28th through August the 8th. right? We are still working out the details as far as where the scholars would stay, as far as travel, right? That's probably the biggest hurdle that we'll have to cross. Aside the financial, the financial component, it would be the travel, right? Because we know the closer we get to the summer, the more expensive these plane tickets will be, and that's probably going to be the most expensive part of this entire undertaking, will be the plane tickets, right? But as we mentioned in the email as well, we understand that not everybody is going to have the financial capacity and bandwidth, to be able to go. And so we don't want that to be a stressor for you all. And we want to be able to provide everything free of charge for you all. That just means, though, that we are going to have to work for it. So this is going to be something that, you're going to be able to get your hands and your feet wet in as we start pushing towards this date and start moving towards fundraising efforts for us to be able to raise the capital that we need in order to go on this trip. So we do have already planned a fundraising campaign that is in the works. Okay, and we'll get more into details about that as we finalize everything with the campaign platform that we're going to be using. It's called SnapRaise. I don't know if any of you have ever heard of it, but it's a very, very professional, very seamless process in terms of how it works. I would liken it to go a GoFundMe, but I don't even want to do a disservice to it by even comparing it to that, because it's so much more of a greater platform than even that. But just in terms of something that you could kind of visualize, if you've never heard of it before, SnapRaise is a platform where the company itself helps us to put together our goal. It helps us to market. It helps us to promote. It helps to push out the emails for us to, anyone who would be interested in supporting this effort, right? And then when we meet our financial goal, it helps us to, or at the closer we get to our goal, it also shows us where we are on that scale of meeting our entire goal, right? Whether it's, the individual goal, or actually in this capacity, it would be the entire goal, right? So if you guys met your $3,000 goal, then it would basically just tally up to be added to the final total amount. And so right now we have about 10 scholars that we've selected and 5 chaperones. Now, parents are absolutely welcome to come and participate. If we are able to exceed the amount that that we have, that we're pushing for as far as our goal, then anything extra we can absolutely help to supplement if any of the parents wanted to attend or was interested in attending. You also can participate in this fundraising effort. And this is really a way for us to to get our, like I said earlier, to really get our hands and feet wet, to understand what it means to network, to work together, to meet a common goal, right? To be able to raise the funding that we need in order for us to make this happen. And I absolutely, without a shadow of a doubt, I do not believe that it's going to be hard for us to obtain. And then on our end, we're going to be doing the same, probably double time in terms of working with with our local legislators and politicians and those within Roselle. But we have students from New York. We have scholars from all over New Jersey, where your schools might be able to assist, or your local politicians in your areas might be able to support in whatever capacity they can. So that's the goal, is for us to help raise these funds. And if we're able to do it as an organization where you all don't even have to do the legwork, we're gonna do our best. But we want to make sure that we exhaust all of our resources to ensure that this trip happens for our scholars this coming summer. That being said, does anyone have any questions? I know I'm going through this really quickly, but I don't want to miss anyone if there are any questions, and I'm hoping that there are.
I do have a question, Rosie.
Sure.
before they actually embark upon this trip, because it's going to be out of, their local area, the
Mhm.
country to say, I'm sure, I'm just asking, I already know the answer to it, that you will be training them and going over things with them that they will be doing as interns there. And my question was, but you answered it, how many chaperones were going to be there, but you answered that right away. So that was fine. So I'm sure that the answer to my own question is yes, you will have meetings with with the scholars to prepare them for what they will be expecting once they get to Montego Bay.
Yes, ma'am. Absolutely. And I'm glad you brought that up because that is going to be essential, right? Most of you have already, and one of the reasons why we selected you all is because you've already gone through the program, right? So you sort of know what to expect. You know what we expect of you, right? There's going to be a level of expectation there, where you're going to basically put into practice what you've learned over the course of the 8 weeks that you all participated in the program. Right. So it's essential that you all get we may have to brush up on some things. It may be that you may need to sit in on a class or two, or we may need to do some one-on-ones or whatever, so that we ensure that you are prepared and that you're ready. Right. Because not only will you be doing an internship, so there's so many facets to this. And I'm so excited because not only are you all going to be able to work in the capacity of like working in a local organization or local business, or working in, whether it's a hotel, whether it's a restaurant, whether it's we want to really focus on working in the local area of the country. Right. We don't want to work with any corporations. We don't want to do that. We want to be able to support those homegrown local area businesses and organizations, right? But on top of that, you all will have the ability to work from a humanitarian standpoint as well, and helping in the community, right? So there's we have a partner organization, and this young lady, she has the connections, and she's the reason why we're able to provide this opportunity for our scholars. They have the connections. Her organization travels, and that's essentially what they do year round, right? They travel to places like Africa, places like in the Caribbean, countries in Africa, Sutu and Ghana, and you name it, they've been there, and they build infrastructures, they build schools, they build homes, right? They help revitalize areas that have maybe been hit by disasters or whatever the case may be, but they do it in these countries, and so they're constantly traveling, and they're constantly looking for other organizations to go with them, because a lot of times they're kind of they're shorthanded, or maybe they don't have the bandwidth or the capacity to be able to do it with just their team. So they always invite other teams, and they heard about our organization and what we were doing with our youth, and they were just like, this is a perfect opportunity, put your money where your mouth is type of thing, right? You learned what you learned, now show us what you learned. And not only that, so you're going to be able to work you're going to be able to do community work, you're going to be able to do some interning in the local business capacity, but you'll also be able to give back by teaching some of the local kids what you've learned, through we'll have to kind of tailor it, because obviously it's 8 weeks worth of information that was covered. So we'll have to tailor it to what you'll be able to share with these kids, but you'll be able to work with the local kids in the area, and maybe do a pitch presentation, or explain to them what it means to do a pitch, what it means to do a PowerPoint presentation, the importance of a resume, whatever it is, the importance of financial management, right? Marketing, all the things that you've learned over the course of the time that you all were a part of this program, you will now be able to share with others. And so that in and of itself for me is the most gratifying part of it all, right? Because you're able to give back what you were taught. Now you're able to pay it forward. And that's what this whole thing is all about. That's what our mission is all about, paying it forward. And so really quickly, I just want to share my screen so that most of you have already seen, by way of my email, this information here. So this is essentially what you would be preparing for, how we would prepare you, what you should be expecting during this during this internship. So starting with the pre-internship preparation, right? We'll go into the orientation and training. Again, it's very important that you all review this information if you have not already. Going into the work assignments, where you all will be setting up, right? Where you all will be working and likely rotating, right? So you may spend a day or two in a hotel. You may spend another day in a restaurant. Then you might spend a day out in the field working with the community, those within the community, right? So you're going to get a holistic approach and view and perspective of everything that this country has to offer, right? And then they'll get a little bit of a perspective of what you all have to offer, right? And then there will be a performance evaluation, because we want to make sure that there's going to be fun involved, right? You're going to get to do a couple of excursions so that you get to understand a little bit of the culture, right? And you get to understand the people and how they operate. But then we're also going to evaluate you by way of, let's say, maybe a pitch, that you'll do explaining to us what this experience meant to you, or what this experience has done for you, how it's expanded your growth, and whatever the case may be, whatever you decide to talk on, how this program or how this particular internship, what it's done for you, basically. And then you'll do a final presentation. Once you're evaluated, the cultural exchange will come again as you get into some of the activities that will be going on and all the happenings that will be going on during this time, and then the final presentation. So this is really a high level overarching view of what is what's to take place, but it's essentially that's pretty much it, right? This is going to be our guide for the next 10 days of this internship. This will be our guide. I do see some chat going on. Don't forget the passport. Thank you, Miss C. Yeah, absolutely. I was going to get to that. There is a passport process. And so another one of the reasons for our haste in ensuring or securing these seats is so that we could also, work on getting these passports. I don't know if you all, many of you may already have it because of some of the travel that you've done in the past, right? So we want to make sure that everyone is prepared. And that there are no, there are no issues. If you're having issues financially with getting the passports, reach out to us. We can work it out with you as well. We don't want anything hindering anyone from being able to participate in this amazing, awesome endeavor. I feel like I'm just talking because I'm super excited, and I want to thank one of our parents on the line because she really helped me to see past my fear. I really thought this was, it was a little bit much with everything that we already had going on. And I was like, well, what about the money? And it's going to be, it's going to be expensive. We don't want these kids to have to pay. Like, we want to make sure that they have a great time, and maybe we should wait. I know this opportunity is presented, but I think we should wait. Maybe we should wait till next year. That way we have everything. I'm all about, I don't want to say control, but although my board team members might think differently, but I'm all about maintaining a level of control in the sense that things just have to go right. You know what I mean? Like that's just me. And so we don't want any single point of failures. We want to make sure everything is right. But this parent, and who will remain nameless, she really helped me see beyond that and to really see the bigger picture in this. And I really appreciate it. And once we had that conversation, I was like, you know what? Yeah, let's do this. So that's how important I think this is. And that's how important I feel like, it is to all of our team members. I know it is to our team members. This is what we work so hard for. So what else am I missing, guys? Team, help me out here. Yes, being prepared for safety and success, not control. There you go. Absolutely. I love it. Thank you. Yes. Any other questions concerning any of what is here on this page that you might want to go over? This is your time. This is your opportunity, because honestly, after this, we're We're going to talk a little bit about when this fundraising campaign is going to kick off. We are looking to push it ahead of schedule. So our scheduled campaign was actually supposed to be starting in May, and it was actually for another effort, our college tour. But we were able to secure funding for that. So this, once again, you know, God is working some things out for us. So this fundraising campaign that we're doing, we are now going to shift gears and, you know, refocus so that we're preparing for this internship instead. I do see something in the chat. A processing time for passports. Thank you, JR. 10 to 13 weeks, not including shipping, plus $60 for processing. Now, I will tell you that if you are so inclined to getting it faster, you can travel to one of the passport areas where you can get your passport in a day or so. And so I just want to put that out there. It does require some traveling. I think Connecticut is an area, I believe, Tiana, your daughter, you found out there, I think you said Pennsylvania also has a location?
Yes, Pennsylvania.
Yes. No, Amy, so this internship is total volunteer. It will not be paid. We will be paying for your trip, your internship, the whole works. Yes, so the total amount will be, yes, that's what's anticipated. So what is included is the airfare, your hotel accommodations, travel, right? So if we're doing shuttles or anything like that, excursions and food. That's Adrian asking that question. And then Manhattan has an expedited, oh, awesome. Thank you, Ms. Chan. Manhattan has an expedited processing facility as well. Keep the questions coming. What you got? And then again, executive team, please jump in. If there's anything I missed, please feel free to jump in and share.
I have a question. Should they bring some of their own cash?
Yes, they can. Like if they want to do, and so that's the other great part about it. Let's just say your goal is $3,000. You have someone say, you know what, this is an awesome like opportunity. I never got this opportunity growing up. I'm giving you the full $3,000. You don't have to stop there if you don't want to. You can continue to raise these funds if you wanted to, right? So that's the beauty of it. Or you could bring your own cash, but who wants to bring their own cash? Well, you can raise the capital and, you know, and have the money work for you. So that is an option as well. Or you do have a couple of options. You absolutely can bring money if you want to bring back souvenirs, or, you know, you want to do something extra outside of that and time permits. Absolutely. Obviously, we will be, you know, there will be time for you all to purchase souvenirs and gifts for family back home. But again, our goal is 3,000. If you raise beyond that, you know, then we'll work out something else. The more money raised, the more things we can do for the scholars. Absolutely. Thank you. Great.
Jeremy said if he can't go, his mom is wondering if she can take his place. Absolutely, as a chaperone, right, I guess.
Absolutely.
that is a loophole. So
that
if you want to sign up to be a chaperone.
Absolutely, Mom. You absolutely can. Yes. And we are looking. So right now we have 3 secured chaperones. Your girl will be one of them. Yes. CEO, founder, CEO, Ms. McCamry will be on that plane. And we have 2 other chaperones already secured. So we do have 5. However, as I mentioned, parents, you are absolutely more than welcome to attend. You can also, again, under the auspices of the organization, you can also participate in the fundraising effort where you all can raise, you know, your money through the fundraising campaign as well. So it really is.
We could probably add a section, Rosie, for this, but just speaking to everyone here, you know, you definitely want to have some clothing that's not flashy, some shoes that's not flashy for when we're doing certain excursions. As with all, I was born in Jamaica, but with all third world countries, you kind of want to have that switch up. Like when you're on the resort, you know, it's cool, it's fine, but you want to have some basic sneakers that won't draw any attention for, you know, for doing any kind of like excursions, and I include excursions, even though you'll be with the tour guide, but you'll be off the resort. So going off the resort, you want to have some outfits where, you know, it's comfortable, but it's not attracting too much attention. So, you know, don't bring your Gucci shirts to go to Dunn's River Falls and your Air Jordans and stuff like that, because you basically just don't want to attract any more attention than needed. When you talk, they're definitely gonna know you're not from there, but if you're not flossing and flaunting, it's much better to just draw less attention.
Absolutely, Jara, and you bring up a valid point. Because you got to remember, you know, some of the, you know, some of the locations, you know, where we might be going on these excursions may not be as affluent as we're accustomed to. You know, may not be as you know, as well off, right? And so we also want to make sure that we're being mindful and culturally sensitive to that as well. And so there will be time to flash, you know, maybe on the resort or whatever, but when we do go off and we do go into the mainland, or, you know, again, we are still kind of, we're all still working out the details for this, but we will have an itinerary together. But I absolutely appreciate that, JR, for bringing up that very valid point.
Rosie,
Yes.
what is the age group that's going?
So it's our scholars, so the high school students.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then when you say excursions, I was just wondering, are they allowed to go out on their own, or are they always going in a group?
No, it will always be with the group. Thank you. And that's another great point. Absolutely not. Not under our watch. We will always have chaperones, and whatever we do, it will be as a group. You came as a group, we're leaving as a group. We're not gonna miss anybody on this trip.
Nope, good to know.
Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah. Dre, did you have anything you wanted to add? Just in your own experience of having done this before, because Dre and I have been you know, recipients of this type of program as well.
Yes, with regards to the internship, it's going to be an incredible experience for the youth because they get to experience a different culture they may not have been able to get exposed to. Like even though we're going to Jamaica, and I know, you know, New York, New Jersey area, there's quite a few, you know, Jamaicans and Haitians that's in that area, but it's different when you're here in America and you see those cultures than when you actually go to the culture from where they are from. And so you're going to get a nice broad overview of being well-rounded in how other countries, because JR, if you weren't going to say it, I was going to say it. I've been to Jamaica, I don't know, 4 times now. And the first time I went, you know, I didn't go on a cruise. I went down to Jamaica regularly, and it was expressed, hey, you might not want to wear those when you come down. You might want to tone down I love polo bears. So it's like, you might want to tone that down and wear a regular white t-shirt, you know? And I didn't really think about it until looking at the culture of the land. And then going to Barbados, you know, it was kind of the same thing in Barbados. So you're going to get a real understanding, you know, of the different cultures and growth. And then on top of that, you're going to get a world of knowledge with the different internship possibilities is going to happen between hotels, restaurants, customer service, travel and tourism, IT, you know, social media. There'll be so many possibilities for you to really come back with some incredible growth and to be a little bit more well-rounded. As my father used to say, to be more cultured. Sometimes you got to get out of America to be more cultured, son. That's what he used to say to me. So, and I'm just excited that you guys have this opportunity to do it.
Thank you so much, COO, Professor Dre. We appreciate that. And Professor J, right? Like this is home for him. So I don't know if he's gonna be able to attend partially or fully, but you know, hopefully we'll definitely get some insight from him, getting closer to the trip. All of that being said, again, as we mentioned, one of the things that we will need like ASAP is you know, who's going to be participating, right? Because then we can move forward with a solid count, and then we can solidify, you know, what it is that we're going to need to move forward, the next steps. But I need to know from the parents. Like I haven't really, I mean, I've heard from maybe a couple of parents. I'd like to hear from everyone on the line. what your thoughts are and where you think you stand at this point. Because either way, we're gonna move forward on this, but we do have 4 standby scholars. So whoever is unable to participate, we will open up that seat. Obviously, you guys get first round pick, right? But we always told you, you know, you're always gonna get first round pick with anything that we do, any endeavor that we embark on. However, if for whatever reason you're unable to participate, we don't want that opportunity to pass someone else by. So we will open up that floor for someone else to be able to sit in that seat should they decide that they would like to come.
Well,
Hi,
I'm
guys.
speaking, this is,
Go ahead.
go ahead, you go.
Sorry. I just want to say this is an amazing opportunity, and I thank you guys so much. Great job. Like, this is different on every level. And I'm definitely 100% interested in the fundraising and everything. I'm a little nervous because that's my baby and I'm letting him go off. So I'm a little nervous, but it's a great opportunity and I don't want him to pass it up. I don't want him to miss it. So just let me know what I need to do and we're ready.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. We're excited. Super duper excited. Thank you.
Yes. You're welcome.
I am excited as well. This is Tyrese's mom. And we're looking forward. Am I unmuted?
You're unmuted.
Okay.
No, we can hear you.
We're looking forward to going. We're excited about everything that SOAS does and any way that we can be of help or service. And I'm excited, but I still have the same concerns as the parent before because, you know, although he is going to be 17, still my baby going off with people that I can trust. That's the most important thing, is I trust your organization. You know, we built that trust and I'm sure that it'll be a wonderful experience for him. I can't wait to hear all about it when he gets back, but just let me know what we need to do, but we are 100% on board.
Thank you, Ms. Shirley. I really appreciate that, especially, you know, considering. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, Ms. Chan, I'm gonna start calling y'all out. If y'all don't unmute and just start talking.
Oh, I'm sorry. I felt like I already expressed my excitement a couple times, maybe on the phone, maybe in emails to you, but definitely looking forward for Sierra to join this amazing opportunity. The only concern is because she is still in crutches right now. We don't know what her situation is, what the travelability of her situation will be, but that would be the least of my concerns, really. But I think this is an amazing opportunity all around, not only just to travel, but the exposure to a different culture, working in another culture, which is different than traveling to another culture. And then using the classes that she's learned and applying them. I think application is the biggest thing. So I don't know, my thoughts are all over the place, but really excited about this.
Sorry to hear she
Awesome.
hurt herself. What's her timeline for recovery?
It's long. She just started PT last week, so 6 to 9, but I don't know when she's going to be off crutches, but we'll figure that out in a couple of weeks.
Okay. You should be able to accommodate still with you know, the different phases of travel.
Okay. Yeah, we'll talk to her doctor. We didn't discuss that with him yet.
Yeah, definitely. And you'll, you know, keep us informed, keep us in the loop. Obviously, you and I communicate very well. So, you know, whatever it is that you need from us, definitely just let us know. But I am super excited. You have expressed your excitement separate from this call, but I wanted everyone to hear that excitement.
Gotcha. I'm sorry.
And your confirmation that you are on board, so we
I
can move
am
forward.
super on board.
Awesome. All right. And we actually just had our partner organization join with us. So I'm going to have, before we drop off, I'm going to ask her to just give us a little bit of a background of her organization and how we, you know, came to this amazing opportunity, Ms. Christine Francis. But before we do, I want to make sure that we have not forgotten any of the parents. Jeremy, our top scholar time 2. Where you at?
I'm right here. I'm right here.
How you doing?
If Jeremy cannot go, we're gonna support you guys 100%. Just let us know what we have to do.
Thank you so much. And mom, if you want to go, you absolutely are welcome to sit in Jeremy's seat. I'm sorry, Jeremy. You know, mom wants to go.
It will be my first time travel without him.
Oh, that's awesome. Wow. Well, you know, the door is open rather for you. So just let us know, and we'll definitely keep you informed. I know, you know, Jeremy has a lot of opportunity coming up this summer. And so we don't want to impede on that, but we definitely also, you know, want him to be able to participate in this, you know, in this awesome effort. So hopefully, you know, prayers, fingers crossed, whatever, like, you know, prayers up, you know, that it doesn't conflict and maybe he can still attend. Yeah, so we'll have to, you know, we'll talk offline about that going forward, but thank you so much, mom. All right, Malachi.
Yes, ma'am.
Hi, I think I saw your mom or your aunt join.
Hi, I'm here.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you. We are doing well. We're super excited. Unfortunately, you missed the overview of everything that was going to take place, but it is recorded, so we can share the recording with you. But I'm sure Malachi has shared with you. We love Malachi so much. He's a breath of fresh air, I tell you. But Malachi, I'm assuming you've kind of filled Miss Pauline in.
Yes, ma'am. I'm gonna fill it in more.
All right, awesome. Yeah, Miss Pauline, so if you have any questions, I did send over the email with our 10 scholars that have been selected for this amazing endeavor. And so we hope that Malachi, you know, will be able to participate and attend with us. Again, we'll have a follow-up. I'll have a follow-up email. You know, just recapping everything that was discussed tonight, and I'll also share the video for anything that I miss.
Great,
Okay.
thank you. I didn't see any reason why he wouldn't be able to, so I think you guys can count him in.
Awesome. Thank you. I'm so excited. All right. We have Andrew, Melissa. I see you both join the line. I know, Melissa, you're already aware of everything that's going on, but I just like to get your feedback.
Yes. Hey, everybody. Sorry I was late. I'm actually traveling right now. But I'm excited, as I shared with you guys. I'm excited for Andrew to get a chance to kind of walk in our shoes a bit, you know, and him getting to see what opportunities were open for us when we were teenagers. Now, you know, he gets the same opportunities, not just him, but all the scholars. And I'm just so proud of you and your team for everything that you all have done and you've accomplished in such a little time. You know, I know God is really with you all. So I'm excited. I'm excited to get ready to be a chaperone. So I'm excited for that too. So yay.
Yeah, so Miss Stubblefield is also one of our chaperones. She also was a part of the travel and tourism program that Andre and I were, and she is also my sister. She has a nonprofit organization herself that we partnered with, and she's been extremely supportive. Her organization is actually the organization that provided the laptops to us. So all of our scholars who receive laptops, you can thank Angels Live, Melissa Stubblefield, for those laptops. And so we're super excited to have her on board and her partnership. And we're doing great things. So we're excited about that. All right. Amy.
Hello.
Hi, Amy. All right. Is your dad on? Because we need to make sure parents are on.
Oh, my parents are not here. They're
Oh,
at work
no.
still.
Okay. All
But
right.
I will definitely fill them in when they get home.
Okay. Have you guys communicated? Just have they received the email?
Yeah, they got the email and everything.
Okay. So has there been any communication?
We've talked about it.
Okay.
They were
All
like,
right.
this is such a cool thing, but not really like discussed it.
All right. So we'll talk offline about that because I definitely need to get their blessing.
Yes.
before we can confirm. You know, I love the fact. Now, are you interested? Because I don't even want to
Yes.
proceed.
Oh my God.
Okay. All right.
But I was so excited when I got the email.
Okay, awesome. So we'll talk offline, and I did call you guys yesterday. I called your dad yesterday, but I got his voicemail, so I did text him, and I sent the I left a message.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll follow back up with him separately. Okay.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you. And then we have Arleti, Adrian. Hi, Ms. Rojas.
Hello, everybody.
Hi, how are you?
Good, good. So, and listen, so we are super excited too, so about this experience. So when I saw the email, so I was sharing the opportunity. So in the program that Adrian is participating or right now. So we are talking about the beneficial is the internship for the scholars. So and especially when they go to college, when they're gonna start college or apply for college, so that they can share that experience and put it in their resume. So we are super excited. So we are ready, but and we are the parents that our concern is the financial part. So, but if we get the fundraiser, so we're gonna be in. So absolutely.
Absolutely. And that is the goal. We don't want anyone paying out of pocket. Like I said, that's why we got to go hard. We're all going to be going hard because I'm a chaperone and I don't want to pay either. So I'm gonna have to raise my own money. But you know, that's the beauty of this, right? Because you get, again, you're getting every part of this. So you're learning what it means to raise capital, what it means to raise funds, right? This is all a part of the business concept, right? You're learning what it means to pitch what it is that you're about to do to people who could be potential investors and support your efforts, right? So this is something that is huge on every level. And I, again, like I said, I do not believe this is going to be a tall feat for us to be able to get or to acquire the funding for this trip. And you know, I just don't, I really don't, you know, that this opportunity is a first. I don't want to say it's a once in a lifetime, because again, like I said, this is going to be a, you know, multi-lifetime type opportunity, you know, experience, but this is a first in a lifetime. And so you got to pitch it like that. And you guys, if we're in it, we're going to do this together. We're going to put, you know, we're going to push this fundraising campaign. I'll send more information about that. Once we provide all the emails to the company that we're going to be working with, SnapRaise, they pretty much do the rest. They help us with the marketing. They help us, you know, again, you know, help us with our goal, reaching our goal. They help do the reminders. We don't do anything in terms of sending out emails and stuff. We can, like, so for social media purposes and things like that, there will be links, there will be QR codes. So if you want to reach out to everybody on your social media platforms, absolutely. But there are, like, I think they require like a minimum of 20 emails, which I believe everybody on this call could provide 20 emails. And then what they do is they compile all the emails and then they send out a mass, well, you know, it'll be separate. So individual emails to these individuals who we have identified as potential sponsors or investors. And then, you know, there will be that message in there that we put in, you know, that I will draft up, and then that message will go out. And it's basically just letting them know, hey, this is the opportunity that we've been presented. My kid or I, as a scholar, have been selected, you know, among 60 other students or 70 other scholars. I've been among the top 10 selected to participate. You know, it's all in how you sell it. It's all in how my kid has been one of 10 selected to go on this 10-day trip to Jamaica that's going to change his or her life. I'm telling you, it's not going to be a tall feat for us to conquer this. So Miss Arleti, just know you will not have to pay a dime. And I'm speaking that into the atmosphere. None of us will have to pay a dime. Okay. If I have to pay out of my own pocket, you will not have to. So thank you so much for that. I appreciate it. Did I miss anybody? I want to make sure I didn't miss anyone on the call. And I also don't want to delay any more of your time. Miss C. Oh my goodness. I'm just going up the line. I'm like, wait. Before we get Miss Christine to say her, to explain who she is, I need Miss C to come off mute. And there is CC. Hi.
Hi.
All right, Miss C. What you thinking?
I'm a little bit excited, but like, cause I get to travel, but I feel like I'll get more excited as like it comes closer. But I'm excited to like learn about the culture.
And she said the food.
And the food, there you go. And my husband is the same way. I'm like overly excited. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. And then like closer to the time, I'm like, yeah, because I done tired myself out from being so excited in the beginning. So I totally get it. Miss C, what you thinking?
I think it's a great opportunity for them, especially like you said, the biggest thing from a parent's point of view is trusting the organization for her to travel with. You know, because I don't trust the various systems, like they said, the other parents, you know, they are babies, but you guys actually treat everyone like family, and you're providing an opportunity for them to learn in different ways. You're taking them into a different culture, but they'll have to learn how to thrive more. So I think it's a great opportunity for them to learn. Whether it's how you say it's paid or not, but they're getting paid by experience and a lifetime of memories that they're going to build upon.
I couldn't have said that better myself. Thank you, ma'am. Well said. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate it. And thank you for your support. Miss C is actually one of our instructors as well. So we have the pleasure of working with her, you know, with her daughter and also with her continuously through our classes. So thank you, Miss C. All right. Did I miss anyone else before we're going to end this with bringing Miss Christine on? Did I miss anyone? Does any of the other scholars want to say anything? Any of our scholars want to jump off mute and say anything? Going once? Come on, scholars, where you at? Going twice? I've heard from some of you all already. I'm actually, I don't see, where's Tiana? Where's Vani? I don't see Vani on the line. Is she with you, Tiana?
She's here, yes.
Okay. Hi, Vani.
Hi.
All right. So Tiana, you are our executive board member. However, your daughter was one of our top scholars for our hospitality, was the rather top scholar for our hospitality and travel series. And so what are you thinking about this program? And you're also going to be one of our chaperones.
Yes, we are excited. Of course, I support every bit of this effort for the kids, and I'm thrilled that my daughter gets to experience it, you know, firsthand with us. Fun fact for everybody, I too was a part of the high school that, you know, brought this to our attention as a board, as an organization. I did not participate. However, this is my time to redeem. So I'm excited to be a part of it going forth and participate. So it's a yes for us.
I love it. Yes, yes. Tiana grew up in the same high school that we went to. Andre, are you there? And thank you, Tiana, for that. I appreciate it. I love it. I love your support, and I'm super excited for Vani to be experiencing this as well. I know Andre is actually traveling, so he may not be on the line, but I love how he describes our high school. I call it the Fair East Side, or what was the East Side High of Louisville, Kentucky. If that gives you any inclination of who we were at, you know, we were at the bottom of the totem pole when it came to, you know, academics. But what we did have going for us, you know, what were a lot of kids who were put into that, or, you know, was stigmatized rather, you know, and put into that bubble that we wouldn't succeed in or we wouldn't excel. And then, you know, this program came about, and we have so many success stories that came out of the travel and tourism program that we were a part of. And so I'm a living testimony that it changed my life. Me being able to travel to Barbados at 16 years old, me being able to do an internship in Walt Disney World at 17 years old. That was a life and a game changer for me, and something that I will never, ever forget. Hence why we are where we are today. And so I just need y'all to know why this is so important. And so thank you, T, for reminding me. And go ahead, Dre.
Rosie, you couldn't have said it any better. The high school that we went to started off with 700 freshmen the year that I started school And by the time we graduated, it was 100. And we probably had, more fatalities, of people falling to the streets. And we had a lot of kids that fell through the cracks as far as academics was concerned. And we were the worst performing high school in the state from 93 to like 97 to 98. And just to see these wonderful stories of the many youth that came out of the program that are doing, wonderful things, like Melissa, like Rosie, myself, a couple of our friends that's not on our board and that we know, like Tiana and Dee Boldre, you would have never known that we came from, Fair East Side High in the West End of Louisville. And we had an incredible opportunity to travel the world at a very young age and really get cultured and bring us to this today. We all said that once we get on, if you will, or once we get ahead, that we were going to pay it forward. And all of you scholars and parents and on this line now, you get to see this vision that the Lord dropped in Rosie's spirit and the people that came together to make it happen actually bear fruit. And we're just excited to have you guys here and be able to participate. I won't be able to go to this one because I will already be in Costa Rica teaching culinary classes, but trust and believe, as we have more, you will see me on each and every one. I give it back to you, Rosie.
And that being said, I don't even need to say anything further, but I'm going to introduce you to Miss Christine Francis of Having Purpose and Vacation with Purpose. She's got so many organizations under her belt. So I'm going to let her take them. I'm going to pass rather the virtual mic over to her.
Good afternoon. Oh, it's evening. Good evening,
Good
everyone.
evening. Yes.
I am Christine Francis, as Rosie indicated. It's my pleasure to be here with you all. And as you can see, I'm repping my Jamaica hat and my Jamaica armband because I was at an event yesterday in which we were fundraising with another organization for the pen relays. And being that you guys are in Jersey and some of you are on the border of Pennsylvania, you may want to go over in 10 days to the University of Pennsylvania for the pen relays, where you have around 1,200 different youth from organizations all over the Caribbean and other parts of the world coming to run. Now, for the record, we usually go home with the most goals as Jamaica and other Caribbean islands. Don't hate, appreciate the fact that we're just good at that type of stuff. And if you want to get the food early, authentically made, many of the Jamaican restaurants that will be at the pen relays will be donating food to the athletes that are coming in from the Caribbean. So we make sure that the food that our athletes get are very good and nutritious. So that's the place you want to go eat. With that said, I'm excited about the opportunity to work with you all. I run several organizations, Having Purpose, which is a not-for-profit organization that supports Africa and the Caribbean. So you don't only get to go on trips with me to Jamaica. If you can also in the future go to different countries with me throughout Africa. Vacation with Purpose was created to allow people to come on vacation with us. It's a social enterprise that allows people to travel with us and give back in meaningful ways. So they get to take a vacation with us. And then if we're, for example, I'll be building, extending a school block that we're building in Sierra Leone so people can go on vacation with that, on that trip with me, roll up their sleeve, paint the walls, do all that thing. I just built a youth center in Lesotho a couple of years ago. We've done water systems in Ghana, Uganda. I actually just spent my my last birthday in Jamaica, but before that, last year I was in Rwanda. Rwanda is one of the most beautiful countries in the world and one of the cleanest countries in the world. They have no garbage problems. They use their garbage for energy. So things like that you need to be exposed to, open your mind to great opportunities. Now, when people think of Rwanda, they only think of the fact that there was a genocide, which technically only lasted for 3 months. But anyway, I'm on a tangent. Let's talk about Jamaica. So here's an opportunity for you all to go down to Jamaica with us. and have internship opportunities in restaurants, excursion sites, hotels, that we're going to put together for you all to have a wonderful time, as well as you get an opportunity to go on excursions as well. So we want you to see what it is like to be on a tour on vacation in these places. So when you speak of the experience that you will then encourage other people to come on, then you are familiar with that. And of course, the food will be off the chain. The music is always good and the vibes are always high. So on that note, I will end because I can get long-winded. Oh, I forgot to tell you about my third organization, which is called Having Purpose Entertainment, in which entertainers from different genres get involved as well. We're presently doing a play as a production to fundraise for the organization. We have a 6-city tour that we're doing now. In the next month, we're in Boston, Cape Cod, Hartford. We're going to New Jersey, to Pennsylvania, and then to, what's that place called in Texas? Houston. Yeah. And we are also thinking that maybe for this production, we can use it to fundraise for this trip that you guys are going on as well. The play is a Jamaican romantic comedy. Did I mention I'm Jamaican? I didn't mention that part, did I? Yeah. So I am also Jamaican.
Love it.
Yeah, blessings, brother. You know, and we run around the world. So far, I've been to 21 African countries, 61 countries so far in the world. And I'm trying to see all 196 countries that the African Union represents. Well, no, what the United Nations represents. African Union only have 55 nations. Any questions or concerns? Talk to me, people. No?
No
Did I miss anything, Rosie?
Sorry, I have a question.
All
I have
right.
a question. Hi, how are you? I'm Kavion's mother.
Mhm.
When your organization, when these kids are going to be in Jamaica and they're interning, whether it be at a restaurant or a hotel or wherever it may be, how are you guys monitoring them? Are you going to have like maybe 2 kids per one chaperone from your organization monitoring them? How are they going to be
Well, your chaperones will be accompanying you to Jamaica. Rosie's
Correct.
organization will be providing you with the chaperones.
Yes.
I am providing you with the opportunity to go to Jamaica and packaging the companies that you're going to be working with. The chaperones come with you through their organizations. Having Purpose will not be providing you with the chaperones, just the
No,
experiences.
I'm sorry. My question is when they're interning, I understand what your company is saying. I mean, what your purpose for your company is. My question is when they're at these places interning.
So we
do
will
they
be the ones
cover
overseeing.
your-
Yeah, the
everything?
SOAR.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
so it would, and it actually works out because it would be 2 per chaperone. So we have 5 chaperones, we have 10 kids, scholars, right?
So
So
while they're at whatever restaurant or hotel, you guys are gonna just be monitoring them and
So-
observing them and
right, we'll be monitoring.
Okay.
We'll probably be rotating too, and it'll likely not be, far distance from each other, like the restaurant, the hotel, like it'll probably be within close proximity. Again, I'll have to get with Miss Christine about the details, but yeah, essentially we'll be the ones, we'll be chaperoning them. So
Yeah,
you
so it's
have
not
to-
like you're going to be, okay, so to use terms, it's not like you're going to be, your hotel is going to be in, let's say, Manhattan, and your internship experience is going to be in Newark. That's
Right.
that's not what we're setting up for you. All the experiences will be in Montego Bay or in proximity in Negril. So it will be a 20-minute drive in either directions pending traffic to where the students are. What we're going to set up is for the probability that the hotel in which you're staying will be also the place where most of the experiences will be for the interns. So they won't even have to travel far, unless we're
I
putting
got
them
it.
in another restaurant, which probably is down the road walking distance. All right.
No, I got it. Thank you. I don't think maybe I wasn't clear in my question, but I understand. I was just trying to figure out how they were going to be assessed and what you guys were going to be basing their whatever it is that they're doing on. Is it your company that's
Okay, so
looking for a
I think
certain
I understand you
criteria
now.
and understanding?
Right.
I'm sorry if I wasn't. I'm at work, so I'm
Okay, so
focused
I think
on
I understand
everything
you
that's
now.
happening around me. Sorry.
Yeah, that's
All
a
right.
great question though. Go
All
ahead,
right,
Christine.
so the location in which they will be placed, the experiences that they will be having, they will also be learning from the locals in those locations. So they'll be learning how to cook Jamaican food, how to do presentations, how to set up events, things like that. And they will
Okay.
be, the experience will be given, and they will be in, the internship will also have local supervisors attached from the company that
Okay.
they're interning
Yes,
in. Is that what
absolutely.
you're
Yes.
asking?
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
thank you. I was just trying to figure out how are they being monitored.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
that's fine. Thank you so much.
Okay. All right. I understand now. I'm sorry for the confusion. I
No,
Yeah,
it's
thought she
fine.
was
as soon
asking
as you
me.
said it, I was like, okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah,
Yeah.
so you'll have the
Yeah.
local supervision there. I think it's in here too, where it talks about a performance evaluation. They'll be by their supervisor / mentor. So the supervisor will be
Okay.
whoever's on site that day, whoever's going to be not necessarily chaperoning, but whoever's going to be, taking them around.
Right.
Yeah,
mentoring
whoever
them.
they're going to be working with.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Got it. Thank you so
Yes.
much.
No worries.
Absolutely.
Any other questions?
And I want to thank Kavion for his response. He said he's super excited and he wants to thank us, but we thank you for allowing us to give you this opportunity. So,
Yeah.
yes. Anything else? Any other questions? I know we're getting down to the wire now. I just want to make sure we don't miss anything or anyone. Once again, I will send a brief recap summation of what we discussed today. Most of it will be in this video, and I will just cut a snippet of this out so that you all have just this portion of the video, so you can go back and dissect whatever has been discussed on this evening's call. But I'm super excited. Anybody else from our board, our team, want to say anything? Any Toya or Chastity? Who maybe, or Leon, my husband, he's online now. You guys have any final thoughts or words that you'd like to express?
I have nothing to add. Really excited about this, and just wow, it's a lot to take in. But it's so awesome and amazing. I'm just really, really excited for this opportunity. Just want to thank Christine and Rosie and all the parents and everyone involved, and just really excited to be able to support this in any way that I can.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, I
Toya.
want to say this is definitely an exciting time. I'm Rosie's husband, Leon. What's exciting me most is the parents, how excited they are for the experience for their kids as well. So I know overall the experience is going to be amazing, and it's going to be life-changing. It's going to be something they're never going to forget ever in their life. That's something they can always remember and look back on, what helped, propel them for the future, and just help them kind of create or help enhance their vision of what they want to do, right, career-wise and things of that nature. So this is like an amazing experience. Sadly I won't be able to be there. I'll be watching the kids, but I'm not hating. I'll definitely be rooting for you all. I'll probably go to Jamaica Avenue somewhere in Queens and
I can't. Not Jamaica Queens.
Okay, so Leon, if you are going to Queens, Jamaica, I will hook you up with some of my friends who own restaurants there, so that you can have the experience as well. In Queens,
Amazing.
Jamaica, throughout June, there are concert series that are brought in with musicians from Jamaica. So you can feel the music and eat the food and just close your eyes and think you're in Montego Bay.
Amazing. Thank you. All right.
All right. Anyone else? Chastity? I can make sure we don't miss anybody.
Yes, I just want to encourage our scholars not to let this opportunity pass you by. I mean, Take full advantage of what's being presented here. Do not let this cost discourage you. Like Rosie has said, we all believe it. That's going to be taken care of. I didn't get a chance to leave the country until I was in grad school. So I believe, I forget how old I was, but maybe 22. So you're getting an opportunity to leave the country and gain this experience that you've heard other executive board members say were life-changing for them. So I just want you to encourage to be a part of that as well. Start looking online, get excited about Jamaica, Montego Bay, some things that you'll be interested in, and just believe that you'll be there this summer. And we're excited to host you guys and just be a part of this wonderful experience for all of us, not just the scholars and parents, but for the executive board as well.
And also you will also get an opportunity to go to other parts of the country for some of your excursions. We'll take you outside of Montego Bay. Your internship will be in Montego Bay, but you'll get to see wonderful sites like the Glistening Waters, which is an algae illuminating the water. It's only in 4 places in the world, and Jamaica has the 2nd largest body of that. And you can go climb Dunn's River Fall, you know, which is beautiful. We'll take you to YS Falls as well. Yeah, so, oh, I'm here pointing at my screen going, hey, that's YS, but then I realized you guys aren't seeing what I'm pointing at. Okay, anyway, you know that you'll have fun. We'll make it an interesting and educational opportunity for you all. And I look forward to, you know, the next 20 trips that we will do for longer periods. All right.
Absolutely. And I just want to leave you all with these photos. You can find these online if you Google. But I was like, you got to see it, right? Sometimes seeing is believing. And this is what you guys are going to experience in July. So get excited. You know, let's gear up, because we got our work cut out for us, but it's going to happen, and God is going to make it happen. I'm a believer, and I know that my God is a provider. And so that being said, y'all can enjoy these photos. If you Google it, photos of Montego Bay, but this is just some of the scenery of what you will be exposed to. Any questions, comments, concerns, gripes, complaints, or otherwise? All right, I think we have some things in the chat. Amen. He will. Yes, hearts. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, everybody. Thank you all so much. I'm excited. We are excited. Let's go. I don't believe we've gotten one scholar who has declined. I believe the only one that we may be up in the air is Jeremy. I think he may have dropped off the line, but you know, we'll circle back with him, but I believe everyone else is a go. And so I'm super excited about these next steps. So look out for the campaign. We'll be pushing that, and we'll send you some information about that before we launch the campaign, so everyone is prepared and knows what exactly it is that's going to happen next. But really from there, it's, you know, we're gonna let the campaign do what the campaign does. We provide the emails and, you know, share it out to everyone we know. You know, $5 goes a long way when you got 100 people paying. $10 goes a long way when you got 100 people, you know. So let's get it done. Thank you so much, Christine, for the opportunity, for this partnership. We appreciate it so much. I will get back to you about your question with the play. I have not yet, because I started my military orders. I haven't gotten a chance to meet with the mayor, but I'm planning on scheduling something this, you know, in this coming week.
Okay.
All right.
No worries.
All right.
Do take care of yourselves. I'm going to run.
Thank you so much.
You can give me a call later if you have questions. All right.